there's a good chance that you are also tired of the never ending cycle of buying expensive toys only to see your kid getting bored in a week. How about a budget friendly creative toy library? EleFant is a groundbreaking app based toy subscription service that aims to revolutionize children's play and learning experience. Hi, I'm Ankita Pava, your host at Follow Startups. Today we are excited to welcome Sourabh Jain, founder and CEO and affectionately known as CTW, Chief Toy Wala at EleFant. With over 16 years of diverse global experience as a CA, Saurabh honed his management and leadership skills before embarking on this journey. Let's hear more from him. Hi, Saurabh. Welcome to Follow Startups.
Thank you, Ankita, for inviting me, and it's been a good pleasure to be on such a nice platform. I'm going to broadly introduce myself, Sourabh Jain, and have been trying to work as an entrepreneur over last 12 years. Earlier, running a consulting company, and now from last 1.5 years with the EleFant. A chartered accountant, a company secretary, and someone who loves supply chain as a subject to explore, and that is where I am today.
So, Saurabh, what is the inspiration behind EleFant and how the idea of this toy subscription mobile app came to you?
I mean, if I have to tell about the inspiration, I think it's person, as normally it happens with anybody in any good business, that normally you have an incident or a human as your inspiration. So for me, the inspiration is my own daughter, Ahana, who's 3 years old now. And the idea was, as when I was, I mean, this is the first time I became a father, right? So, Shrishti was pregnant. One of the only thing that I used to do during my free time is to read how to be a good father. I always wanted, I could never ever take that, your daughter or son grows up and says, hey, you were not a good father. So I was very worried about it. And one of the things that I realized after analyzing and reading, that kids will need change, so you cannot say, "Kare kali to dilaya tha, are, we just got it done yesterday." So we, between me and between me and Shishti, we were very clear that we will give change. But after a period of time, 6 8 months, I continuously used to buy toys, and of course, always wanted to live a sustainable life. So this was not a right thing. But as a father, you were just always above your principles, right? But then you realize, why not we reuse? Because I can see these toys are in great condition. We used to then look out for people who can take them from us. I looked around and I found out that there are toy libraries that are running in the market. Bombay, mein, there have been these concept around from last 20 30 years, but more of a community play. And then you realize that, yeah, they are asking you to visit a place, during a weekday and bring a toy up. Now, that's not possible in today's 2024 and with your working life. And being a supply chain guy all my life, I thought that this is more of a supply chain problem where we need to give convenience to parents. And if convenience is given, then this is a huge gap available, because after a point of time, as a parent, you stop buying, and as a kid, you start getting bored and aggressive, and maybe you resort to digital distractions like mobile phone, or you just waste time, right? I mean, there's no structured playtime. So that is where the entire inspiration and the gap was identified, and that is how the EleFant started. Broadly, initial idea was to give Ahana the toys that she wanted, and of course, now we are running to make sure that every kid gets the change that they desire.
So, I'm interesting to actually find out how does this work? So I have multiple questions. What's the process of selecting and curating toys for your library, and how do you go about sourcing these toys?
So, I mean, as I said in the background, I'm a chartered accountant, not a toy expert for sure. So we have an expert team which comprises of a game therapist. She's the only game therapist in India, Mithil Salia. We have an ex-principal of school and somebody who ran a toy library 20 years before in Bombay, Nirupavur. And we have Kusum Kavar, who is a PhD in psychology of child psychology and an educationist by herself. These three women with high experience are responsible for toy curation. Every toy goes through them. Make sure that there is a value addition in it. That is important. At the same time, we are highly focused on made in India toys. We, of course, are zero China based products. We are talking about top brands in India. So we currently have 70 plus brands and 600 plus options, which have gone through this rigorous process of selection. Each and every toy is something that will add value to the kid. We are not talking about only entertainment, but something that will somewhere give knowledge to a kid in a very playful manner. That's the broad idea behind it.
Okay, and What kind of toys Elephant offers, and how does the whole, booking your toys work?
We offer probably toys in 14 odd categories. Can be, you can talk about Montessori toys, STEM-based toys, pretend play, puzzles, books, etc. that you want to talk about. All a parent has to do is download the app. We're available on both Android and App Store. Download the app. You can become a member. You can take a 3-month, 6-month, or a 12-month plan as per your demand and requirement. You can just simply order it like an Amazon and a Flipkart, and the toy gets delivered right at your home. And again, it can get picked up right from your home whenever your kid is bored, maybe in 2 days, 5 days, 10 days. Whenever the kid is bored, you simply just return it back, and that's the broad way that it operates.
So, sort of, while the toys cater to children aged 0 to 12 years, your primary target audience is parents. So, how have you tailored your marketing strategies to effectively reach and engage with them?
So we currently have four broad ways of reaching out to parents. One is, of course, a social media campaign where we do two kinds of things. One is on a content creation. We want to be a content brand that ends up adding some value to a parent in any form. Second is, of course, a performance marketing, which is a pure sale play. However, very, very actively, and personally, we believe that because it's a new concept, it's a breakage of stigma that we want to do. It's something that you're trying to create an entire category of an alternate way of playing with toys. We do a lot of physical interaction with parents, which is through exhibitions, through society activations, through events that we keep. Thirdly, we are now also doing a lot of strategic tie-ups with schools and hospitals, where they also, because these are the direct places where a parent and kids come on and regular basis. So we are making them our partners, and of course collaborating them to promote the model entirely. Uh, and lastly, of course, we are now looking and tapping at corporates as well. Again, more through uh, explaining them the benefit for their employees that they can create and expanding the entire reach. So that's broadly how the entire marketing funnel is running, both online and offline. We are not a complete, though we are an app brand, but we are not, our marketing or our reach is not completely online strategized. We are working a lot on our offline marketing as well.
And I heard about your successful seed funding round, so congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. It's been a great journey. It's been a 9-month journey wherein we could reach a certain numbers in 15 plus cities. Of course, we can get investors like Malpani Ventures, Venture Catalyst, IBY Growth, and others who believed and trusted the model, and who are aligned to the fact that this problem needs to be solved.
Yeah.
I can be very candid. I mean, you don't have enough in 9 months to show anything, but a vision that there is a problem that needs to be solved, and the problem around social distractions, electronic distractions for kids, and the growth of a kid which is not catered by our regular education system, which needs more of a gamification. I mean, that's where their vision and our visions align, and that is how this entire thing is shaping up.
So, sort of, with this new milestone, how do you currently position Elephant in the market, and what are your immediate goals?
So in terms of positioning of elephant, I mean, we want to position it as a pure alternative of giving toys to your kids. See, we are not competing with the toy market. That's
Hmm.
where most of the toy brands are supporting us, because we are somebody who's promoting toy play entirely. The more the kids play with toy, of course, the more toys are bought by parents, right? We don't
Yeah.
buy because they are not playing with it. So our idea is, of course, to promote toys. Second, I mean, the immediate thing is to make people aware that there is no harm in reusing a toy. हम पहले भी करते थे. We used to use our elders' toy, our brother's toy, or our family. I mean, I've played with my dad's toys also. So toys do have a life, but maybe somewhere we have started to feel that I cannot ask my cousin to share toys. But then why not take a platform which is actually promoting it? And third is, of course, making this entire toy play, and the kids who go to school and learn reuse, reshare, and
Hmm.
recycle. You
Hmm.
want to actually tell them and make the parents realize their kids that this is the way that you do it. So yeah, I mean, the broader aspect in next 6 months is to make sure that the model is known to more and more people. Of course, just like what we are doing today, the channel probably will reach some more people. But that's the idea, that more and more people should know the benefits of it. And we would be more than happy if there are more people who want to come and venture out in this business, because finally this is gonna be the way that you can sustain
Yeah.
both toy play and the environment together.
So, what kind of feedback have you received from the parents so far? Like any notable success stories or positive impact that Elephant has had on families and children?
No, I think, the feedback is fantastic. And if I have to talk it like a number game, because as a CA, you also have that kind of a mindset. I mean, we have 1,000 plus customers with 70% paying us annually, so that effectively shows that they have a belief in the model once they have tried us out and they love it. In terms of an impact, I can tell you with two examples. One is, one of uh, a person from Jaipur, who I was there in an exhibition. I personally sold it to him. He bought a plan. He called me up after a few days and said that, "Hey, Saurabh, I wanted to thank you." I said, "Okay, matlab, indeed, I should thank you that you bought a plan." But he's like, "No, I wanted to thank you because my 5-year-old boy, whenever we used to go out, used to be aggressive that, okay, buy me something, and I used to end up buying. Now, from the time he has Elephant, he himself has realized I don't need it. I can just go on the app, order it, play with it, and return it. The value imbibed in the kid, that there can be something which you can give it back and play, has really made. So he was a little skeptical initially that my kid is not gonna return. So he ended up realizing that, okay, the kid got that value in him, that it's okay
Yeah.
to share. And what that kid was not taking care of earlier, suddenly he started to take care a lot, because he's like, no, 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 someone else will also have to play with this. So those kind of values are there. If I have to give you my own example, what change Elephant has brought in, I mean, forget the business, but apart from me as a father, I mean, between me and Ahana, there's a huge bond building. Why? Because now every evening when I go back, you have 15, 20 minutes to play with her, with a new game and a product and a toy. Now that gives a bond and update. Otherwise, maybe रोज एक ही game से खेलता. I mean, I would have also got bored,
Yeah.
right? And trust me, with a 3-year-old girl or a 2-year-old kid, you don't have much to talk. Okay, you cannot discuss office, you cannot discuss what have you done during the day. Now the only thing that you can do with them is play around. And I mean, when there's a constant change of games, they love to win, we love to lose with them. So there's always this great bonding that gets created. And I'm sure this is the constant feedback that all parents have been giving us, which is also keeping us motivated, that forget cost saving, forget clutter, forget environment. These are all the other additional benefit. One thing that for sure Elephant is able to do is build a bond between parents and a kid by giving them new ways to spend time. So yeah.
So, what markets does Elephant currently serve? Because I hope I can, use the app in Delhi because I'm based out of Delhi.
So we are very much there in Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, Ghaziabad. Probably 16 plus cities is where we operate. All the
Hmm.
metros, including the Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai. We are there in all the nice tech cities of Hyderabad, Pune, Bangalore. We are there in the great cities of Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Nagpur. Recently, day before yesterday, we launched Raipur as our 16th city to be active on. So yeah, I mean, probably we are there in all urban and tier one cities for now. The vision is definitely not to be just there. We are definitely working in a way that we can be probably in every part of India, another year maybe. But yes, I mean, that's the way that we want to look at it.
So, do you also have any offline stores?
So we do have, just to give a brief, we do have something called as a franchise model
Okay.
of creating libraries. Now this is a different way. So apart from what we do for the user, as a brand, we are trying to promote entrepreneurial journey for a woman, especially for a educated woman who has prioritized family over her personal career. So we have a librarian model, nice librarian model where they can operate out of home. They become our operational partner, and we become their sales technology and logistic partner. So they don't have to worry about sales, they don't have to worry about returns. We take care of that. And at the same time, they are into a segment which is close to their heart after a kid, right? I mean, something which is always close. So that way we have more than 53 entrepreneurs currently working with us across India. And from chartered accountants to probably software developers to social media enthusiasts, we will have all of them as part of a community working. So that's where we are. Physical stores, we do have two or three across. Most of them are operated from home, but we are working on it a little more to develop. But the model will still remain the same, where somebody will have to order on an app and get it delivered.
So, sort of regarding your revenue model, I understand that you operate on a pure subscription-based membership plan. So, give us more on your pricing strategy and the various membership plans that Elephant offers.
Sure. So maybe I'll just take a second. So Ankita, so this is how our app looks. I mean, it's a very simple app and a very easy to operate. In terms of our pricing plan, we are a pure subscription plan where we offer three kinds of plans. We call them garden, estate, forest, more in line with the elephant. Where do they stay and all. So it has only two variables: number of toys that a parent can hold and number of free deliveries that they can have. So at any point of time in a garden plan, they can hold two toys and they can exchange it three times in a month. So effectively, you can have six toys to play with at as low as 600 rupees a month if you take an annual membership. That's how it is. I mean, in estate you can have say three toys at a time, and in forest you can have four toys at a time with four free exchanges. Normally, if you have two kids, you should prefer an estate or a forest. I mean, for a single kid, even a garden or a estate works well. So that's a simple plan. There's nothing called as per toy cost. There is nothing called as per day charges or anything like that. Technically, you can exchange every day. Once your free deliveries are over, you just have to pay a nominal 100 rupees for pickup and drop. That's it. So that's the way that we simply offer an order. And that's it. In terms of even on the app as a parent, you can do easy filters. You can have age categories, you can have your product categories, skills. One point definitely that I would love to suggest, that we have special child friendly toys as well. We have got it approved from a special child educator to
Hmm.
make them feel more inclusive. These are 100% safe for any special child that they want to order, because that community needs attention for sure. And that is where we are trying to help them. So yeah, that is how broadly we operate in our plans.
So curiosity question, Saurabh, what happens if a toy breaks while in a customer's possession, and like who bears the cost associated with that?
So we are very, very, friendly about it. The damage is completely on us, unless we see a very intentional one. The idea is not to penalize, but just to make them realize, okay, I mean, it's a shared economy finally. So unless it's
Hmm.
an intentional damage where you see that parent ne kha beta kaat de, jala de, and all of that, which I'm sure none of the parents do
Yeah.
it, all damages are on us. You don't have to worry about it. Even if there are missing pieces, you don't have to worry about. We have a lot of tie-ups with brands where we can get those missing pieces back and make the game good again. We are talking about high quality wood, paper, and plastic. Very honestly, we don't have remote control car, which is like the biggest product that can get damaged. So we don't have that as a category itself. But apart from that, all our products are highly, highly sturdy enough to take a toll of reuse. But yeah, I mean, parents don't have to worry at all. We
Lovely.
completely understand that if a kid is paying, they have to be given that freedom, and we are more than happy to give that freedom. If I have to tell you from a data standpoint, Ankita, I mean, the damage is as low as 1%, you know.
Hmm.
So parents and kids both don't want to break a toy. They all love sharing, and that's the way that we want to promote.
So are you leading Elephant solo, or do you have a co-founder alongside you on this journey?
Officially, there is no co-founder, but yeah, we have a large team of 30 plus people where we have a CTO, CFO, of course, who have been involved. My wife has been the support system, and of course, the first investor in the elephant per se, who has been working along. So Monday to Friday, she works for as a legal company secretary for a company, and Saturday, Sunday, she's an elephant employee, kind of. So yeah, that's how it's been a kind of a duo that we have led together. We didn't want it to probably disturb our personal lives, so both are not full time on it. I'm more than happy to be the one leading.
So where are you based out of? Is your office based out of?
So we're based in Mumbai, and we operate from Malad West. I mean, close to a mall, close to Infinity Mall, and but otherwise we have our centers, as I said, across the country,
Hmm.
where we work out.
What are you looking forward to in the next 3 to 6 months per se?
Next 3 to 6 months, I mean, the prime target is that we expand at least to 5,000 users on, I mean, from a number per se, if I have to tell you. And apart from that, we need to make sure that we are able to, tie up with schools strategically, make sure this is implemented a lot faster in cities where we are. And of course, to our investors, we are able to justify the funds that we have been able to get. So yeah, I mean, that's. I mean, the marketing is the core goal. If I have to be very honest, as a founder, the marketing is the core goal. And as a entrepreneur or as a father, if I have to say, with my heart, the idea is that we reach out to more and more kids. We make sure that we are
Awesome.
able to give them the journey that they want to be in.
Awesome. So, Saurabh, this has been truly a very enriching discussion. Now, given our intention to reach a broader audience, are there any specific areas where Elephant is seeking support, such as potential partnerships, industry collaborations, or connections with experts? Or, even new market segments. So, this is your opportunity to voice any needs.
No, so I mean, we would love to collaborate with the preschool chains that are there, with the national education policy coming in and toy pedagogy as being one of the most important criteria to teach kids, especially in the age of 2 to 8 years. We would want to partner in with them. There are a lot of ideas that we have, including working on toy-based curriculum that we have well defined within our ecosystem and our company. So we would want to definitely connect with them, see how we can work together, of course, for mutual benefits and for a benefit of the end consumer. So that's one area for sure. We would also love to work with some of the large corporates to make this as an employee welfare option, where the corporates come forward and show it that, hey, we don't just think about you, we think about your kids also. Because finally, if an employee kid is happy, an employee is happy, and an happy employee makes the company happy, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, parents are disturbed seeing their kids on mobile phone. Parents are disturbed seeing their kids being very aggressive or upset or shouting on top of their voice. So it's important to channelize their energy to make an employee feel better. So yeah, definitely, it would be great if we can reach out to them.
That's a beautiful vision, Saurabh. So, we've almost reached the end of this conversation, but before I let you go, I've prepared five quick rapid fire questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Question number one, is there a book or a podcast that you would like to recommend that has greatly influenced you in some or the other way?
No, so I've been influenced by Atomic Habits for sure. I was always loving. I was always a person who would love to be everywhere, but I just realized that structurally being everywhere can help you a lot.
Yeah,
So I mean, one book has really been something that I will recommend to anybody and everybody who starts working in life.
it's one of my favorites too. Okay, question number two, which is your productivity tool, go-to productivity tool or app that you find most helpful in your daily work?
And there are many, but I think I use Google Sheets and Task Tracker a lot, specifically to track on tasks. Uh, but yeah, I mean, Google Sheets, if used well, I am probably able to do it conveniently out there.
Agreed. Okay, question three. What's a fun fact about you that most people don't know yet?
So that I love eating chocolates, and I and my daughter, if start to eat chocolate together, I will take chocolates away from her also to eat. So yeah, one thing that I would not like to share with her also is my chocolates. Yeah, that's probably something that I still love.
Okay. Question four. So there's a saying that don't tell me who you are, just tell me what brands you use. So describe yourself using just the names of three brands.
I think I'm a very simple guy that way. I would probably wear a Skechers shoes, have a Van Heusen shirt, and maybe a Selauti glasses. That's it. I mean, something which are brand as well as decent. I mean,
Hmm.
I would never want to be over the board spending say 10,000 on a shirt or
Yeah,
a lakh of rupee on Prada glasses, etc. But of course, not go beyond because you have to carry a position as well. That's it.
agreed. Okay, last but not the least, what is your one piece of advice for aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to start their own business in the D2C space?
So only one advice that I always have is don't believe in your product because you think it's the right product. Make sure that others believe in it and then do what is right to just expand it. So in short, I mean, don't rush on a product just because you think it's the right thing. We also took about 1,000 subscribers before I could convince myself that yes, this is the way to do it. And yeah, I mean,
Right.
stay there. If you believe in a product, just stay there. That's it.
Very well said. Thank you so much, Saurabh. I hope this was worthy of your time.
Absolutely, Ankita. It was real pleasure and it was a great conversation.
So, Saurabh, before I finally let you go, I want you to make a wish for Elephant that you hope comes true in the near future. And I want you to make that wish out loud.
No, so I mean, a simple wish that in future when a kid gets born in any family, somebody shouts out loud, "Arey, ab elephant ka subscription liya ki nahi liya?" I mean, the way that has to be a must go. The day you become a parent, the first app that should be on your phone is the Elephant app. That's probably a wish that we would have.
Thank you so much, Saurabh. So, if you'd like to stay updated with the latest developments and business insights at Elephant, you can follow their channel on follow.us/startups. And to feature your startup, you can write to me at ankita.pahwa@follow.us. We would love to hear your story. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for the next one.